What's going on, guys? It is freezing here in Michigan. 40 degrees right now. Frosted last night. House is all frost on them. But we are gonna go to Cars and Coffee, and before Cars and Coffee, we're gonna link up with Pete, who has the Foxbody. The OGs of the channel will know this car. It used to have a centrifugal blower on it, but he changed his boost setup this winter / spring / summer, and it's finally back on the road, and it is turboed. So we're gonna do a build breakdown on the new setup, and then cruise over to Cars and Coffee together. Hopefully this thing will start in 40 degrees. It's tough with the 85 getting it to start when it's this cold, so we'll try to fire it up here and do a cold start. Neighbors are gonna love this. Up here, I hear Pete coming up the parking garage. This car sounds insane. Peter.
What's happening?
What's up, dude? Pete's back. The most, I think the second most watched video on the channel was the first time we shot this thing with my cell phone. I shot that video with my cell phone on a gimbal, and it has like, how many views?
It's got to be up over 200,000.
Yeah, I think it's approaching 300,000 views. So I will link the first video of this car to the channel. I listened to all the comments. People wanted to hear the car more, they wanted to see it driving more. So today we're gonna talk about the new setup. The car is no longer centrifugal blower. It now has a turbo on it. So we're gonna walk through all that, and then we're gonna get lots of driving footage, a lot of sound footage, so you guys will get what you've been asking for the last few videos. So I'll flip the camera around and we will get right into it. All right, so let's, people that haven't watched the first video, just give us a quick year, make, model, when you got it, how long you've had it.
93 Foxbody Mustang. Bought the car about 7 years ago, and it's a Texas car. Never really seen rain or snow or anything. So kind of a show queen though. Doesn't see the track much. Just, yeah.
We'll get him out. We're gonna get him out there.
But that's the basics of it.
Right on. And what's the color again?
It's a reef blue car.
Reef blue, which I think is it's a pretty rare color. I barely ever see any of this color.
Yep, it was painted one time in Texas, so there's a pint of black in there, I think.
Okay.
So it darkens it up just a little bit.
Yeah, the color is amazing, especially in the light right now. It just looks crazy. These are SVE wheels, and right now it's on a Hoosier. What tire is this?
A Hoosier drag radial. It's a 315/35, and you know, I gotta run them low for it to hook, but it will hook. They're at about 18 pounds right now.
Right on. And let's just check the interior out real quick, sure. Just for people that haven't seen it. The interior in this car is crazy mint. It will be a little dark, but love the shifter in this thing, the gauges. It's just mint. The car is just crazy clean. Well, let's get into the big changes.
Okay.
If you want to see the original build that goes all in depth on this car, the link will be below. But for people that know this car, the 300,000 have watched the video, let's talk about what's changed. Fans running.
Yep, that's one of the major changes right now. We went to the electric fan because of the turbo setup mainly, just to keep the air as cool as possible going in. With the blower before, it would get a little hot, sure, idling. But I mean, as you can see, no more blower. 78, 75 kit.
This is an on-3s kit, right?
It's an on-3 kit for a Mustang that we retrofitted for my 93. Just some changes to the plumbing. You can see we had to do a little custom fab.
Sure. Yeah, Pete did this in his garage over the winter / fall / spring.
Longer project than we expected, but aren't they always?
It always is. And car was running good. Got tuned up by Lydio, right?
Yep.
And then last week had a little bit of an issue. What happened?
Well, I started spraying coolant, and of course the first thing you think is, oh, did we crack the block?
Sure.
But no, we did not. It wasn't a warped head. It wasn't even a head gasket. There was one head stud right in the middle of the cylinder head, right through there.
Yep.
That had sheared at some point before me, and they were ARP studs, so wasn't really sure why that happened.
Wow, yeah. It's funny. I was talking to Justin over at Walsh about it yesterday, and he said he's never seen an ARP head stud break ever.
Really?
On these
Oh my
cars.
gosh.
So, did something.
So anyway, once we figured out that it was just a stud, we pulled the heads, replaced all the studs, torqued them properly, put it back together. I think that was last week that we got the car back on the road.
Right on.
And yeah, man, it's running good.
So what's it make on this setup? It's the car. It's on the 85.
The 85, yep.
It's got a upgraded fuel pump in it.
Yep. Tuned it with Lydio earlier this summer, and it made 635 wheel horsepower
On the stock block.
on a stock block. So for everybody out there that's going to come out and say, nope, it's an aftermarket block, no, this is a stock block, I promise you that. It is a 331. The tune is super conservative. No timing, basically, as little timing as we can run. We shut down the tune at 5,500 RPM. That's the other thing that kills these, is that you just can't run a lot of RPMs from them. You can't run timing, you can't run RPM, and you got to keep them somewhat safe in terms of air fuel. So rich air fuel, no timing, no RPM. It made 635
Crazy.
at the wheel, and it made 680 torque.
And what did it make before on this centrifugal?
It made 530.
Okay, so it's a pretty big gain. Less heat, sounds way cooler. Yeah, and I like that you wrapped everything. Everything is heat wrapped on here. The hot side.
Took a long time too.
Yeah, you did all that yourself, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks great though. I've always loved that look. It's cool that this kit actually fits right in this car. It's got their intercooler on it.
Yep, that's just an on-3 intercooler. Had to do quite a bit of cutting to get it to fit there, though, as you can tell, probably.
Yeah, it looks mean coming up on us. It looks sick.
And one thing to mention too, it was still making power at 55, but
Sure.
again, we shut it down. I just don't want to mess with it. I might throw a little more boost at it. There is a boost controller in there, so at some point I might throw a little more boost at it. I have a friend down in South Carolina that runs a similar setup to mine, and he does have a 900 horsepower stock block car. It's made 250 passes at the track, and it's legit, it's verified. So you can do it, you just have to be smart about it.
Yeah, then hopefully not crack it down the main. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. What size is the turbo again? I know you said
78, 75.
So that's an upgrade. That came with a different turbo, right?
Correct,
When you bought
yeah.
the kit?
Good point, yep.
Yep.
I think it's only stock. I think it's only like a 67 or something like that.
Okay.
And so we threw a bigger turbo on there.
Right on. What else changed with the setup? It's got boost controller, turbo now, intercooled.
Yeah, the exhaust had to change big time.
Yeah.
Obviously now we have the turbo manifolds coming up and around. So then, if you follow me, we went back to a 3-inch exhaust, basically straight pipe. So eliminated the mufflers and went to a 3-inch all the way out the back.
Yeah, for all you people on the last video, all those comments saying the thing needs exhaust coming out the back, because you guys remember he had it dumped before. Comes out the back now, and it looks sick, especially from the side. This just looks wicked. Definitely what these cars need, in my humble opinion. Do you like how it sounds now more than with the dumps, or what?
I do. I like it better now. I mean, the turbo is a muffler now, right?
Sure.
So it sounds pretty good. It's cleaner.
Yeah, it sounds wicked. I love a turbo car with cams where you can hear
rumbling.
hear everything. So, yeah, it sounds sick. I'm gonna build one of these, Pete. This is my next project. I was talking about it yesterday.
I can help.
Might be an LS though, folks. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Are you gonna go to the track next year with this thing?
I don't know, man.
He's going. He's going to the track.
I'm
This
so
kind of
scared to
power,
break it
this car will keep right up with my car with this power, with how much it weighs. Have you ever weighed it?
I've never put it on a scale myself, but I've heard around 31, 32 at most.
I bet it weighs less than that. Yeah. This thing would fly, dude. Turbo. We're going to the track with this car next year. Maybe next week.
Boost weather, right?
Boost weather. So that's a quick update on the car. It's turbo now. No more blower. Sold the blower?
Yeah, sold the blower, yep.
She gone. So we're gonna go shoot some B-roll. We're gonna go. We got a couple cars. We got my car. We got Pete's buddy's Terminator down here. So we're gonna go shoot some rollers and drive around and slap a couple cameras on Pete's car, and then we're gonna go over to Cars and Coffee across the street. It's Mustang Day. So I haven't done many Cars and Coffee this year now that I've had the race car bug, but let's do it. This thing's gonna sound wicked in this parking garage.
Let's roll.
Thanks, dude. Pete, thanks for bringing the car back out, dude.
Yeah, man, it's great to be out here with you. For sure.
It was quite the scene, the 03 Cobra, my car, and this thing rolling in. They got classic car parking, though. I had to park over there with the peasants. So I think I got to get a Foxbody. Anyway, thanks for bringing it out, dude.
It's fun, man.
Next year, we'll get you to the track.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Deal?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, we're back home. That was a great morning. Fun to go to the Cars and Coffee. Cool to link up with Pete. Great to see that car back on the road. Now that it's turbo, man, it's just wicked. It's I definitely like it a lot more with the turbo setup than I did the centrifugal. It was cool both ways, but man, I'm a turbo guy at heart, even though I got a positive displacement blower car at the moment. But we will get a turbo car here in the near future. So if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you do. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.